Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lights Out League Racing Season 32, and you're joining the Div 1 boys for the third race here in Miami. Sorry for being a little bit late. Some of us got to work, you know. I've been stuck in a field for about 6 hours on a fucking barbecue. I am sweaty as stink. Pretty much like Miami, that's why we're here. Jokes aside. Please like and subscribe. I think we're on 152 subscribers. Big up to Mr. Terry Reds. We'll be joined by the Div 2 boys probably just after 9 p.m. UK following this race. And then we'll be back in Miami for the England game on Saturday. Go on the lads. Go on the lads. Good evening. Senna, unfortunately, missing this week. He's got childcare. He's out of gaffer tape. Chuck him in a room. And hello, Fleazy, who's joining us from Div 2. And he'll be reserving in the Cadillac for today. How is everybody? Hope you're all well. I'm like everybody probably this time of year where I'm busy. I'm sweating. I said to Audie I need to get home and have a sailor's wash. Those that don't know what one of them is, you put your leg up on the sink and you slather yourself, your tits and bits in cold water. Just get a nice little refresh. It feels good. I've got myself a Corona for some neck lube, and we'll be underway with some qualifying. Got 19 drivers on the grid. I think we're expecting 20. I think Linda Zukin will be joining us at some point. I'll have to try and keep out a lookout on the Discord. Evening, Damon Hill. Looking forward to seeing you in quali. And you'll be joined by one or two others that we're reserving this week. We're jumping on with Brutus as he's doing the first hot lap around the Miami International Circuit, Autodrome, whatever, as he's approaching turn 4. Lift off. Don't brake here. You want to just smoothly come around the inside. Don't hit the wall too much. The curves are very tricky here, can be very slippy. One of the hardest corners on the circuit, turns 7 and 8, where you want to trail brake round the corner, avoid the wall on the exit, put your foot down on the throttle, and it is pretty much a straight run up to turn 11. Straight line mode will be active. There's 3 of them on the circuit. Damon Fleazy wants to let you know that he's having a shit. He wants everyone to know he's having a shit. Thankfully, he was a bit slow last time, ended up missing his poo time and touching cloth for the whole of the race. Back down the back straight, down to the hard braking zone of turn 17. Third gear, round the hairpin, as close to the wall as possible on the exit. Then it's literally foot down, hug the inside line on the final corner, and it's a 1:26.3 for the first lap for Brutus, who has some very, very quick one-lap pace, which he's shown already this time last season. Six Pompano, who joins him on the front row, the 26.4. George Plaster on debut, who's taken up the full-time seat in the Red Bull with the 26.6. I've heard that he's going to be one to watch. Fleas reckons he's going to bin it. Hope you've binned your poo. Don't leave that in your pants, there'll be flies. Ash goes P4, but gets jumped there by Mr. Jack Daniels with 26.1. I think we're expecting potentially mid to high 25s for pole. Jack's start of the season absolutely fantastic, and the closest competitor to the championship Div 1 champion, Portuguese, and giving Amadea a run for his money. Benedict P5, the former elite champion, doing well at P5. Bresca in P7, one of the favourites for the elite this season. Benji in the Mercedes looking well so far. P4 and P8, 26.7 for the big man. Shawnee P and Benji 9th and 10th as it stands. Let's keep an eye on Adamaka then. He'll be the next one to cross the line doing a lap as he's approaching the hairpin. Nice little slipstream off the car ahead. Good start to the season, Adam, although I lie. Australia, he got tanked the first couple of corners and ended up just having to finish the race and get as many points as possible. Wasn't the most exciting for him. It goes up to P9, 27 near 0, so I think not the first lap that he probably would have wanted. As Katami's in the second Haas. P8 ahead of Benji. Elite rivals. Joined here by Barcelona. Could have been to join us. In the second Williams, Benedict was looking for his teammate. He's arrived. One of my former teammates and where we won constructors together. And he goes P11. So, yeah, not the finest lap from the Swede. We jump on Fleasy. If he's expecting the spin, let's watch it. One or two drivers missing this week. Holiday season, isn't it, in the summer? Michael, Senna, as we've mentioned, Bumper Car Ben, Nicky, and Regan McKinnon all unavailable. But it's nice to get a pretty much almost full grid. It shows the strength of our community in the reserves. Oh God, it's absolutely boiling. Those at it's basically Miami, minus the drug smuggling cartel and the big fat ass women on the beaches. Although I've got big fat ass women up in the city centre. It's a shithole. Not just the fat asses, literally. The place is a shithole. On the back straight now on the run down to turn 17. Good. Smooth rotation of the wheel there from the Cadillac. Comes around the final corner. Hasn't spun it and got himself P13 ahead of Benja, which I mean Theo is invalidated. It's not going to do his confidence that good. Lennon for the second Cadillac. Can he get above his teammate? He does. Only just though. I say only just 6/10. I'm lying again. And keep an eye then on Portuguese and Kiza and D. The only ones on a hot lap yet to set a time. And there'll be a lot of interest in these three drivers. Kiza, many constructors titles. Portuguese are champion for Div 1 and the Platinum tier. Just skims the wall. Gets the fastest middle sector. He's definitely one to be. Had fine start to the season. And he's looking strong favourite to keep hold of his championship. There he goes, 26 flats. Oh no, not as fast as I expected him to be. Only just ahead of Jax Daniels by half a tenth. Kiza goes a P14 ahead of Lennon, crucially. So Amadi will be the one to watch on this first run. This is a standard league format. As we see, Barcelona got to P11 ahead of Adamaco. Done another run on these tyres. And the front runners up the top doing a second lap as Amadi goes on to the second row with a 26.2. Very, very tight. Half a tenth separating the top 7. Is Theo going to be doing another lap? It looks like he's doing one. Good evening, David. I'm very interested to see how you get on today. 28.1, so not the fastest there from the Alpine. Let's have a look at who's on. is at the front. It looks like Jack Daniels has gone straight back out again. He's just slightly slower than his time, so it's going to be a crucial exit on turn 17. Can he get himself, find the extra tenth he needs? That's all he needs to get himself at the top of the order. And he's, oh no, 200ths. It's not enough to get him onto row 2, but Benedict does, alongside the Haas. Fantastic lap from the Williams. Pompano got himself the Welshman up to P7. Keep an eye on Brutus, he's 2.5 seconds down, so he's not going to improve. Wesker's just slightly down on his time, as we just missed Benji up to P9, just behind his teammate. Former Div 2, no, not former, he is the Div 2 champion. Where have I been? I'm tired, okay. Sorry, boss. And Adam, as he's doing his second run, flings his car around turn 4. Like I said, hug that inside line, ride the curve as much as you dare, and then it's going out, back to in, clip the apex of turn 8. He's gone a little bit wide there, not maximising the circuit as much as he'd like, and then it is foot to the floor, straight there, Moon active. And this is going to be one of the most popular overtaking opportunities on the run down to 11. As far wide as possible without invalidating. Big rotation of the car without going too wide. They're going to hug the inside of the bald penis corner. What just happened there? Over the Mickey Mouse chicane, where no one's knobbed over the bollard yet, which is unlike them. Turn 16, one of the most important exits you'll need. Open up straight line mode, and then you're going to be on the defence if you do not get good enough traction. Round the left hairpin. So you want to, again, do an important exit. Hug the inside line, and just goes up to P12. Up 2/10, but not the best lap, like I said. Shawnee P is not on a lap. Is Wesker still on one? Wesker's not on one. Let's check with those two at the bottom. 3/10 up here. Cleasy round the bald penis corner of turn 12. You want to trust your instincts approaching the Mickey Mouse chicane. I've lost many a left front wheel, turning too quick. Need to invite Lena Zukin. Get over here. On the final corner here for the Cadillac. Yeah, the Div 2 drivers filling in for us. You've got 4 minutes, Lena Zukin. And P17 found almost half a second. Let's jump back on with the Audi. Middle aisle, where all the good shit is. And he's found almost 4/10 from that first sector. George Plaster's got himself onto the front row. Just 1,000th behind Portuguese, so he's going to be one to watch on his final run. And as I said, it is a standard format this week, with short qualifying and a 50% race. Those that haven't seen us before, we have 2 divisions, race every Wednesday when the season's running. 7:30 UK for Div 1, Div 2 9 PM UK, or there or thereabouts. Nice little slipstream off the car ahead, moves out the way nicely. And in each division, we'll split it into 2 tiers of top 11 drivers, and then the second 11 drivers. One of each tier makes up a team of constructors, and extends his time with a 25.4. It's quicker than I thought it'd be. I think that'll be a struggle to be beaten, that one. Incredible time from them Portuguese. Let's see who's ahead. Barcelona just on the back straight here. Keys is in the pit, so let's keep an eye on Barca then. He's definitely going to be probably a half a second quicker than he currently is. The elite driver is dived into the pit, so he's not improved. So let's jump back on with the Red Bull. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, someone's in the wrong car. Someone's in the wrong car here. I think D's in his wrong car. D, you're in the Aston. What have you been smoking? So basically then, Amadi should be Aston Martin. And then George is the new Red Bull driver. You confused me, D. You confused me. I hope that doesn't mess up all the stats for Mr. Jack Daniels. If it is, you're in trouble. 6 Pompano, Welshman, on his final flying lap with just under 2 minutes to go. One of the drivers have gone out quite early here. The track's going to be at its most optimum right at the end. He's down a 10th here, the Welshman. Shawnee P as his teammate today. And Izukan should just have enough time to get a lap in. And Portuguese has called it a day. Just on the 2 runs. So saved himself a set of softs just in case. Oh, clatters the wall. A little bit shaky out of 16 as well. Bit rough this lap is. He's slightly down. Can he find any extra time in this final sector? The car's ahead of Weaving. If he needs to move out of the way, that McLaren's in the way. Oh my God. Bloody hell, Benja. You egghead. So the final slipstream. And finds half a 10th. Stays P7. Benji's on a lap. Katami's on a lap. Shawnee P, as they're all just starting. Benja's just started. Theo in the pit centre. Theo's struggled to improve as well, so Heisey looks like he'll be starting his P19. George on the back straight. Haven't got anyone crossing the line. Tommy just crosses the line just in case. Fleasy. And Linda Zukin with 4 seconds to go. Wow, wow, wee, wow. George, pressure's got to him on debut. And he's invalidated on his final run. So the highest he'll be starting is P2. Jax Daniels just behind him. Jax needs to find 6 tenths. It'll be an incredible run if he does. Portuguese. He's the one that everyone's hunting down on both the races already this season. Jack gets himself onto the front row with a 25.8. I think he'll be reasonably chuffed with that. As D's invalidated, he's not going to improve. Katami's P11. Benedict across the line and will start P3. Brilliant qualifying there from the Williams. I think it's his best qualifying in Div 1. As the McLarens cross, Brutus will start P6. Benja 18th. 6 Pompanos in the pits. Benji P8. Wesker goes ahead of Tommy up to P9. There's Adamako top 10 for now. Barcelona's 12th. Shawnee P 15th. Lennon 14th. 6 Pompano goes ahead of Amadi onto row 3. And it's just Lin Azukan left on his only lap. And where did he go? I was looking at the... Where's he gone? P18. I think he'll be happy that with a 1-lapper. Brutus. Far! Portuguese on the front row. Pole with 25.4. Jack Daniels joins him on row 1. Benedict and George just behind with Tommy and D on row 3. Brutus 7th, Pompano 8th, Benji 9th, and Wesker round off the top 10. 11th and 12th is Adamako and Barcelona with Katamis and Lennon on row 7. Kieser and Shawnee side by side, 15th and 16th with Fleasy and the Swede Linazukan 18th. Ben Jerpy 19th, and Theo, the only one in the 28th, starting from the rear. Last to first. Incoming, says Theo. Love to see it. Alright, it's just going to be a couple of minutes while drivers just sort out their strategies. If anyone readies up, they will get a big smack in the face. It's warm. Now this potentially could be a one-lapper. Last to last. Points are points, Theo. Yeah, potentially medium to hards. If you ready up, you're going in the bin, Fleasy. Yeah, yeah. For me, I think this track's very similar to China, and you've got a good handful of straights, but you've got some slow corners and some quick flowing corners where you just can't prioritize a section of the track. You've got to have a medium downforce. Yeah, if it was me, I'd probably do a medium to hards. Don't be scared, Fleasy. You've raced with us before. I think the thing is, just don't do anything crazy that's going to mess up a Div 1's race, basically. Use it as a practice race pace. Those in the chat, let me know who you think's going to be on the podium, who's going to win this race, and like and subscribe, otherwise Terry Rebs will kill me. Also, let me know what you've been up to today. I have stripped to my bare bones. I am here in the buff with my twig and berries flapping in the wind. It's like a dead sock. I reckon Portuguese is just on another level at the moment. What do you need gaffer tape for? Yeah, I think Portuguese is going to get P1. I think Jax is going to get P2. He looks like he's got a good pace and rhythm about him. And P3, I'm going to go Benedict P3. I think he's promoted up to Platinum for this season, and it's showing a very, very good reason why. I think that with his best qualifying Div 1, he'd be happy as a seagull with a bag of chips. You ever seen a seagull eat a chicken bone? Oh god, it tries down it in one. It's like, oh. It's like fucking Bonnie Blue. Oh. Right, majority of the grid then starting on the mediums, just Lennon and Benja doing the alternate. It is a dry race with the wet weather glitch, but doesn't mean that we're not going to get some sort of safety car. 67% chance of both a safety car and a VSC. Mike cheering on Benja, aka Magle. Look forward to seeing you on track. McLaren, of course, leading the way in the constructors in Div 2. So a good start from both the Team Egg. This track is set in the Hard Rock Stadium complex, home of the Miami Dolphins. And it's one of the unique tracks where if you walk around on the top deck of the Hard Rock Stadium, you can see every single corner. Shame it's Miami. It is a bit of a shithole. Like, it's got a nice beach, but that's right, the rest of it's a shithole. This is a 5.4 kilometre anti-clockwise circuit, 19 corners, 7 to the right, 12 to the left, with the 3 straight line mode sections. The first Grand Prix was held here in 2022. Initially had a contract to 2032, but I think with all the money behind it, it'll be going on for a long time. Portuguese leading us round final couple of corners, joined on the front row by Mr. Jack Daniels, Benedict and George plaster. Wonder if he plasters his bedroom with cum on the second row. Tommy and Amadi just behind them, with Brutus and Pompano 7th and 8th. Benji and Wesker round off the top 10. Adamako potentially in the line for one of the biggest gainers, along with Barcelona and Katamis just behind him. Lennon and Kiza P14, P15 with Shawnee and Fleasy 16th, 17th. Linazuka and P18, Benja 19th, and then Theo in the lead Alpine. First run out of the season, and just shown a little bit of rust. Damon Hill reckons Portuguese Jacks and George. Interesting. George on debut. Portuguese got to defend 170 metres. Run down from pole to turn 1 breaking point. It's 5 lights here in Miami. Lights out and away we go. And it's a good start from Benedict, who's going side by side with Jack Daniels, who has the inside line of turn 1. Portuguese remains in the lead. It gets quite condensed around turn 1, but it looks like everyone's pretty much made it round. It's tricky going through the S's of turns 2 and 3, but Barcelona, the biggest loser, down 5 places to P17. Theo already past Benja as we approach turn 4, and a good start from the Div 1. Everyone's made it around the first couple of corners. Tommy getting past George and Six Pompano, who's lost out a couple of places. And this sort of track is very tricky of managing the battery with the massive straight lines. Pompano getting past Brutus. And up to... it's very tight through turn 11. And we've got a Visa car with Pompano facing the wrong way. He's got himself going again. Down to P20, but he's not out of it. Doesn't look like he's got damage unless it's got an M plate missing. No, he's got all of his car. So he's still in the thick of it. Katamis and Adamako. That's a battle of the ages. Drag racing down to turn 17. Let's watch it from behind. This could be tasty. Lennon loves it from behind. As we get to turn 17, Adamako's just got his nose ahead. Katamis the inside line of 17. Locking wheels slightly. Left each other plenty of room though. Very good driving from both. And Katamis has got himself just ahead. Fleasy and Shawnee, Div 2 rivals. Fleasy with the advantage at the moment, but Shawnee will be fighting back as we approach turn 1. As it takes a quick look, but not to dive on there. Adamako and Katamis once again. A good overtake from the Ferrari. Chops in front of the Haas coming out of turn 2. He wasn't liking that overtake from Katamis, not one bit, and immediately retook the position. But now lap 2 started. Overtake mode is active. If you're within 1 second of the car ahead, you get extra speed for the whole lap. Fleasy and Shawnee asked it once again. Get over here. Almost took off the piece of car's wing. There's the other one still at the back. I'm sure he's going to get the move here on Benja. And does up to P19. Can he do a double overtake here? As Barcelona and Keys are having a battle here at turn 11. Round the penis. Give it a good rub as you go by. Very good start from the Div 1 boys. Very happy with that. Slight contact with Six Pompano, but it didn't look like it was anything crazy. I think it was just the contact model. The Portuguese has pulled out of the overtake mode range. That's Fleasy now overtaking his teammate here. Interesting. Oh no, Shawnee P. That was silly. And, no, has he made contact with his teammate as well? Oh, Shawnee penis. Lets his teammate go. Six Pompano has a bit more work to do. Not the best start here in Miami. 4, 6. Go back and have a look. So Jack's the cork in the bottle here for P2. Train all the way down to Wesker in P9, and Adamako's just joined that as well. It's going to make an interesting battle. Yellow flag. It looks like the Alpine of Theo. It looks like he's got damage as well. Look like an M plate. Benja getting past Linazukan. It's just a yellow flag. And he has lost an M plate here. The Alpines, it's potentially an early pit stop. He'll be hoping for some sort of safety car to come out. Another yellow flag. And Fleasy's retired as he crashed out. He's crashed out of the Mickey Mouse chicane. Oh my God. That's why I'm surprised the safety car didn't come out, you know. Oh, that's not good practice for you, is it? Cadillac out. Dave, the Portuguese is flying. He's not pulling away at a rate of knots, just a couple of tenths in a lap, I think. Just managing his tyres. Jax is looking in his mirrors behind him. Please, he turned in too early, lost the rear. Lost your wing, lost your wheels. Lost your practice. You're going to have to do some on your own. Billy no mates. Another yellow flag, and it looks like it's Theo again. Into the pits. Senna cheering on George. Get it together, man. You're sticking touching the ground, man. It's just, I think it's how you make contact with that part of the circuit. George behind the Aston Martin quote marks Amadi. Amadi not flying. Flying Scotsman is normally able to carve his way through, but he's got a Red Bull behind him, stuck behind Tommy here. Jackson Benedict have just broke away. What's my press? Oh, it's that sweating meme. Another yellow car is Theo. Gone off at turn 7. Gone a bit too wide. His tyres are too hot. And he's struggling the Alpine. Hopefully he hasn't just pit and got a new wing and damaged it. As Adamako's in the pits then. Is this a 2-stop? Surely Adam hasn't got damage. It is a 2-stop. Onto the hards then, Adam, and getting himself out of the train. Some open air, looking to do an undercut. As what's happened to Katames? Katames has tanked it coming out of turn 3. Senna says it should be a 1-stop, so interesting call from Adam because he didn't change his wing. He hasn't gone old Voldemort. There's Amadi now taking a look on the inside of Tommy. I think his name's Ashley. I don't know. All these names confuse me. Theo's cut the corner. I think he's gone through the Mickey Mouse. Shawnee and Linazukan having a good battle here around the penis. Linazukan on the inside of 13. And has a position for now. Yellow flag here. I think Theo's just letting everyone go. Not had the best return to league racing here. The Alpine, he's missing half his wing. Oh! Looked like Lennon went slightly deep, managed to keep a car out the wall, and that's Wesker in the pits now as well. Geezer in the pits, so Pompano all going in. So I think that there's going to be quite a few 2-stoppers here. Italian hand gesture for Theo, and he retires in the pits. Just need to get a bit more practice in, my friend. Good to see you back on the grid. Just can be very difficult just to try and jump back in the car, especially in Miami. Amadi under threat here now from Ashley. Ashley trying to utilise the overtake mode, but he's not got enough speed, and Amadi holds a position for now. George and Brutus behind us. Lennon Having that good squabble there from Barcelona. He holds the inside line of the 11. Good battle here. Oh, no. Oh, locking wheels. What's going on here? We've got an absolute clusterfuck going on. Oh, he's having some sexy time. Hello, you're inside me. Let's have some sexy time. Catamese at the head of the charge now. Lennon and Barcelona just locking wheels. And neither could turn. It's unfortunate. Portuguese in the pits end. Is Portuguese doing a 2-stop? Sure he's not going to do 22 laps on hards. This is interesting. I did think it was a 1-stop. If I was Jackson Benedict, I'll be trying a 1-stop here. I think it's about 19 seconds in the pit, so Barcelona and Zukin both going in as well. Brilliant drive here from Jackson Benedict to stay within the touching distance of Portuguese. Portuguese had come out 7 seconds behind Benji, who's dropped from the cars ahead as Adamako with fresh tyres past Shawnee P. Lenzuken comes out just ahead of Pompano out the pits. Pompano with more temperature in his tyres, and he's got Voldemort nose. This bloody glitch. This game does you sometimes. Lennon. Oh, clatters. 2 Catamese ahead of him. Hopefully the Cadillac doesn't have any front wing damage. It might just be minor if it is. Catamese very slow through the corners. Portuguese already gained 2 seconds on the Mercedes. Brutus, a fantastic job here. And both Mercedes and Brutus split off into the pits. George carries on and has some open air. He's actually fell out a second and a half or so behind Amadi. Oh, yellow flag, who's that? Is it Barcelona? No, it was Benedict. Benedict's tanked it round the first couple of corners. Another yellow flag. Who's that one? Looks like Catamese is struggling now on these tyres. It looks like it's a 2-stop here. Those on the still on the mediums are struggling. Benedict's just spinning off. Catamese spinning off. Let's keep an eye on these front runners then as they tiptoe round this middle sector. Struggling to follow each other. Brutus past Wesker and Benja past Lennon. Good battle here between the Div 2 old Div 2 rivals. Benja leading the way in Div 2 as it stands. But we are only 2 races through the season. Oh, Lennon just having to manage his throttle. Looking the quicker out of the 2. And the only 2 drivers to start on the hard tyres. Tommy just behind, who has just pit. We're not going to get stuck behind these 2 on old tyres. Front 5 still going on those mediums. I think they're going to attempt the 1-stop. Oh, little snap from Lennon, and Tommy Ash goes through. And up to P8. To Wesker closing in on Catamese. Had a look on the inside of turn 1. Oh, Div 2 rivals. Both went to the championship wire. And Wesker squeezing his way past up to P11. Adamako follows through as well. Catamese, nothing really can do. The fridge has been opened. Shawnee P in the pits then on a set of hards. Portuguese is now caught up to Benji. Should be an easy enough overtake for the Audi. Better traction. Better stopping power. And there's nothing that Benji could do. Up to P5 then for the Audi. And I think he could probably still be ahead even though he does an extra stop. Oh, Wesker and Adam having a good squabble here. Side by side through turn 11. There's Barcelona overtaking the Aston Martin of Kiesa. Adamaka getting slapped here by Wesker. And we'll want a second bite of the cherry. I wonder why it's so dark. I haven't turned my light on. Bloody hell. There we go. That's better. And I turn the light on. Oh, look, good speed there from Wesker. Good defence on the last lap. I think they're normally in a voice chat together. I can imagine Adam's giving him absolute shit. Theo says he's not cut out for this anymore. Maybe just add on traction control back on or something. Just have it on medium. Brutus overtaking Lennon. Lennon, of course, yet to stop. Brutus on those fresher tyres, now up to P9. And we'll hope that his teammate does him a solid and gets out of the way. Nice little slipstream. I love a bit of team play. Where's Benji going? Let him go, man. And he does. Brutus up to P8. Adamako finally gets past Wesker. Wesker following round the penis. As Portuguese up to now P4. Getting past Benedict. I think these guys at the front are looking to do a one-stop. Lennon chasing down Benja. Not close enough to make a move as yet. The Div 2 boys that are watching, how are you feeling about your race? I don't know if it'll be as good start as we had in this one, but are we confident? I know Miami divides a few drivers. Portuguese now at the back of George. Will George make it an easy overtake for him? Is there any defence at all in the Red Bull? Portuguese closing. He'll have to stick behind him for now. Lock up from the Red Bull. Will Portuguese take advantage on the outside of turn 12? As George just classes the wall, plants his car in the right place. As Benja swamped. Benedict losing out a couple of places as well. Oh, he's lost it again. And he's still got his wing though, which will save him time in the pits. But Benedict's struggling. It's like an ice rink after about 7 laps on these tyres. I'm surprised these guys are going as long as they are. Benedict says the one that's been caught out. As we see the Wesker and Lennon once again. Wesker on the inside, great overtake on the Cadillac. Hard tyres should be the prime time, and it's about time Benedict's gone in. I think it's definitely the right call as Benja goes in as well. Early pit stop from Benja then. It's going to be a 2-stop from him. There's no way he's going to get to a set of mediums to the end. As we see the Mercedes switch positions. Both on different tyre strategies, of course. And Tommy Ash up to P5. Pompana going through on Benja. Benedict found itself all the way down in 14 as we see the Portuguese beast. I look forward to seeing them in the quarterfinal. Oh, wait. Do you know what it was? It's Martinez is an absolute donkey of a manager. Like, why are you playing Ronaldo? Like any other player of that age, they come on for like the last 10 minutes as a sub, as like a chuck him in the box, see what they do. Like he carried him the whole game. They carried him the whole tournament, to be honest. Wasn't his only goal a penalty? Like he's just got to accept that he's done. Some Div 2 drivers watching then. You've got David Molly who's nervous. Don't be nervous, my guy. It's a good bunch of lads. They're all clean. They'll all be respectful. There's George and Benji both in then, doing their one stop, putting the hards on. Ewan says he's doing a 1:27.5. That's faster than somebody, I'm sure. George comes out just behind Lennon. Benji behind. Bennett. Oh, no, he's come out just ahead of that Costa. That's exactly where Benji needed to be. Yellow flag. And it's Shawnee P. He's lost traction coming out of turn 17. And that'll be music to Flea's ears that he's not the only one that's struggling from Div 2. Benedict getting past Katamise. Katamise's still struggling on those medium tyres. He's going to have to pit soon. Katamise, Jackson, D, the only ones to pit off haven't pit off the mediums. Benedict carving his way through as he gets past the Aston of Kiza. Up to 12 now when he's got Benji in his sights. As that Jax gets overtaken, I'm sure he's going to be in the pits now. He is. And Portuguese once again back into the lead of the race. Will Amadi go in as well? He does. So Katami surely's got to go in the pits now, and this will promote. You've got to knock it out of your head, but Damon. I know you're not confident after last week, but you've got to. You've just got to forget it and move on. It's a different race. Jax has come out ahead of Adamaka crucially, but behind Brutus. Can Brutus hold on? And Tommy Ash, can they hold on to the end of the race? It's going to be very difficult. 21 laps on these tyres. Lennon and Katami's both in then. Lennon on a 2-stop. He's already been on hards. Interesting. Katami's out just behind Linazukan. The second half of Team Chud. Field's spread out a bit now after the one or two pit stops. Katami's passed the Audi. I don't think he put up too much of a fight. There's Katami's just come out of the pits on fresh tyres. So Portuguese got almost 10-second lead, but I really I'll be surprised if he gets to the end. Like he's going to try and do a 2-stop here. 8 laps, 14, 15 including this one. 23 laps is pushing it. 23 laps is pushing it. Chats has caught up to the McLaren. Haas is flying. On those, he's got a 6-lap better offset on his tyres. And he's homing in the McLaren. He'll have the straight line mode. That extra burst of speed he needs. But who's managed their battery the better. Italian hand gesture for Linazukan. You absolute chode. As Jack Stone is now up to P3. As we see George do a double overtake, but has the inside line. Adamako's not giving that up. Holds the outside line, the inside. Oh, this is going to be brave from both. None of them wanted to yield. Adam had the inside line. I think George, he found the wall. Is he going to try and to make the move on the inside of turn 17? Brilliant drive from both. And George has the corner, brilliant overtake. Wesker and Benji lose now. I say Benji losing out. He's side by side with Benedict on the exit. And Benedict has got his nose just ahead, up to P9. Some brilliant wheel-to-wheel racing. As we see D all over the back of the Ferrari of Adam. Is he going to try and make the overtake before turn forward? I think he's taking a look. Adam closes the door. Brilliant defence from the Ferrari. They're getting pulled along by George. Wesker in tow. Armady all over the exhaust. He's all over him like a monkey trying to fuck a football. And it should be, I'll say it should be an overtake. Adam will have overtake mode. I think D's probably going to go the inside line as Adam defends the outside. D on the inside of 11 and has the corner. Brilliant move from the Scotsman. Up to P6. See further down for P13, Benja. Any better run down the back straight to turn 11 and stays ahead of Giza. Benji's still hanging on the back of Benedict, looking to harvest his battery. Let's see Amadi. The fake Red Bull overtaking the real one. As we see Adam Aku then in for a pit again. Wesker follows him in. I think the two-stop was the wrong call. They probably just could not manage their tyres. It's the sort of strategy you hope for a safety car. Which, because they've been such fantastic drivers, you've only even got a couple of penalties as well. Which is incredible. Already should be able to make some sort of move. Get a better exit out of turn 8. Oh, yellow flag. Who's that? Look like Wesker or Adam? Wesker's got himself ahead of Adam out of the pit stops. As Amadi does get ahead of George at turn 11. And George has been dubbed a quick driver and he's up there fighting with the best. At the moment, he's just out the podium positions. Wesker now ahead of Lennon. Adamaco want to get past the Cadillac as quick as possible on similar tyres as Portuguese is going in for that second pit stop then. He's got 11 laps or so to get himself back at the front, which I think he's got the speed to do that, to be fair. Adam closing in. He's going to be a late move. He's got so much more speed as he approaches the corner. And has managed to stay ahead of Lennon out to P13. Both him and Wesker on those fresh tyres, of course, as Kiza and Portuguese has come out in P3, just ahead of Brutus. So, and he's got 4.5 seconds to make up. This race surely is Portuguese unless he loses control. Senna says George's been out of it for 10 months or so. I'm hoping he's enjoying it on his return. Jax has caught up to Tommy, who's going to look to go to the end, I think, on these tyres. Can Jax retake the lead of the race before Portuguese snatches it from his grasp? Oh. As Brutus in the pits then, doing a second pit stop. Yeah, interesting calls here. Potentially a lot of drivers just not managing to do the two-stopper. Benedict and Benji go on through. Arsenal and Pompano, will they try and go to the end on these tyres? It's going to be difficult. Oh, I've got the hiccups. Pompano goes in, as I say, for his final pit stop. I got the hiccups. So we see Jax again. This should be an overtake. And on the outside, nothing Tommy can do. That's a slot behind the Haas. And expect an Audi to shunt him up the rear as Pompano comes out. Oh, just ahead of Kiza. That could have been two Welshmen scrapping, having the little bitch slapping. Bitch. Don't you call me a batch. Adams caught up to Wesker. Looking to overtake the Austrian. Has the inside, and there's nothing really Wesker can do. Succeeds. That's not the word. Yellow flag. Where's the yellow flag? It looked like it was Linezuken. As Portuguese has passes that with a 27-6 and up self up to P2, and there's a good battle here then. What Jax needs to do, and what he did in Australia, is he needs to stick right behind within overtake mode of Portuguese. Same here with Tommy, but Tommy's going to find it a bit more difficult. Barcelona in the pits then, as Brutus goes on through. Benji and Benedict still not able to shake each other off. Benja's in as well, as Adam has got past Wesker. And Wesker's not able to return the favour. As we jump back and see Portuguese. Oh! What's happened there? Oh! Well, Jax has got damage, which he's not going to be happy about. And Portuguese lets Jax go through, so maybe Portuguese thinks that he's at fault there. But Jax has got wing damage. Oh my God. Has Portuguese got wing damage as well after he's just pit? Oh, this is pure juice. Someone get me that orange and squeeze it in my eyes. This is juice. Jax in the pits then. Portuguese carries on. And Tommy Ash is in the pits as well. Another yellow flag. It looks like Linezuken again. He's lost it coming out of turn 6. Does Portuguese have damage? As OMD takes the lead of the race for the first time. And George is in this battle then for the lead of the race. For that top step on the podium. Jax looks like he's going to come out behind that Wesker and Adam backup battle. That's unfortunate for the Swiss. Portuguese then. Oh, I thought he was going to make a move. Looks like he's got all of his wing intact. Fortunately for him, it looks like Jack's come off worse. Pompano making a great move on Katami's ahead of the straight line mode. You can't play DRS chicken anymore. Yellow flag, and it's Linezuken again as Jax on the outside of the bull penis. Brilliant overtake from the Haas. He's not messing around. He's in rage mode. And sees Adam next. You see Adam's just got better XL16. How much battery does the Haas have? I was not able to yet as the Mercedes exchange positions. Oh, what a snap from Benedict. Coming out the first corner. He's going to put Tommy all over his gearbox and he's gone. Nothing Benedict can do. His old tyres struggling with his tyre wear here, Benedict. He's going to have to take it easy for the rest of the race. The Portuguese out in front once again, but he's not pulled away, and D and George, I think, will not give up this win so easy. Amadi, Mr. P2, he'll be absolutely craving for this win. As we see Jackson with Adamako, wheel to wheel, down to turn 11, and Jax made an easy meet of that one. Adamako just couldn't fight that one back. And Jax goes past his gravesite. Rip. Another yellow flag again. I think it's Linezuken. Oh, that didn't look like it was good racing. What's going on here? London Barcelona getting a little bit too touchy-feely. You do know that you can go side by side. Dave says he's had time to get practice laps in. Practice always helps. Even if you just do like a half an hour, just to get yourself into the rhythm of the... Oh, Barcelona went for the overtake and went too deep. Missed his braking point. Looks like he's lost an end plate as well, and he's lost a position, 2-6. As Lennon now in the pits then. Barcelona's retired. And it's a full safety car. He's crashed down the final corner. How's he done that? But he's brought out a full safety car. Now this makes it tasty. Ah, Pompano. You've gone full melon. So will we see anyone pit? Will we see anyone pit? I think if Portuguese goes in, D has to. And it'll make it quite tight for Tommy. I think Portuguese has a spare set of soft tyres, which I think will last 2 minutes on this track, to be fair. Potentially. We'd have to ask for footage. Terry Reds, he reckons Bars has done it on purpose. Portuguese is... Oh, he's... Oh, Portuguese has just pulled an absolute blinder. And Amadi and George going for the alternate then. Set of softs there for Amadi. Tommy stays out. He's... Looks like everyone's in. Jackswell he potentially will stay out with the fresh tyres. He does. A few softs and mediums going on. Aramaku stays out, as does Wesker. We'd have to see that on footage. Innocent until proven guilty. Pompano's in. Catamese is in. Benj is in. Well, we see Mr. Kiza Giza carries on after... I probably would have picked if everyone else is around you. He's gone for track position. Lennon, who's just pit, so he won't. Unfortunate for the Cadillac. So, of course, a shorter pit stop time. Comes out ahead of Catamese, so... No one wants to be around Catamese on a safety car restart. Oh... So it's going to be potentially a 4-lap sprint. The safety car's going to go round again, of course. Terry's, can you block the bad language, please? Put on mute for a bit, please, in the Discord. Oh, was this the right call from Portuguese? Tommy stayed out on reasonably fresh tyres, but we saw that they only lasted about 7 laps. They'll have a better condition after a couple laps under the safety car. All eyes will be on Amadi and George here on the fresh softs. Can they get a good safety car restart? Jax has now found himself up to P5. Which, you know, if he can get a good jump a couple of positions. We don't know Damon, if he's retired on track or not. We'll have to ask for evidence. As we come round, and we'll find out now if the safety car is going to be in. I think it's going to go round again as we wait for Benja and Shawnee to catch up to the train. And sometimes they do us dirty and do a last minute call, but I think we're going to be doing one more lap, which will make it a 3-lap sprint. Tasty. We've all seen those online 3 laps quick races. Carnage. Now, what makes it interesting, although, you know, Portuguese is quick as green grass through a goose, he's on Linnezuken. That he's got a challenge on his hands here. Come on, lads, stay in your position. Interesting end to this Div 1 race here in Miami. We might be lucky. Will Smith might make an appearance. He might make an appearance in Div 2, who knows? Those with a penalty, though, are going to be under threat. Who's got a drive-through? I think it was Pompano, wasn't it? Oh, Pompano, he's going to suffer if the safety car doesn't come in. He needs to come in this lap or he's going to get DSQ'd. We've seen that happen. You're unable to take... I think it was a Div 2 race where we had like back to safety cars, and those got a drive-through, just couldn't pick because the safety car came out again. And safety car is in then. Portuguese will back this pack up. Back their ass up. We'll be in Div 2, but back the pack up. It's like halfway from putting your foot down on turn 17, so I think he'll go as late as possible. He says he's gone. He's gone already. Tommy saw him go. Why did you try and pause it when you're in mid-race? Oh, what's happened to Wesker? Oh, he's tanked it. He's lost control on those hard tyres. Tyres weren't warm enough and he's down to P16. Unlucky for the Austrian. I'm sure Adam's given him absolute hells and bells. Tommy all over the back of Portuguese. Let's see what these soft tyres can do. They've already broken away from Adam. Those hard 10-lap-old hard tyres just were not up to temperature. Amadi putting pressure on the Mercedes. As we see further down is Benji getting past Adamak up to P7. Lennon and Keyser. Keyser on the outside, turn 11, good overtake there from the Cadillac. Like that one. I like it a lot. We've got the front 6 now. Benji 2 seconds behind. He'll have to look in his rear view mirrors. There's Amadi. Is he going to make a move on the Mercedes, who holds the middle line? Oh! Amadi. Bit aggressive from the Scotsman, but Tommy holds his line. Brilliant defence there. As we see further down, Katami's getting past Keyser up to P12. And Amadi has probably got that position now. We'll have the inside of 2, turn into 2 and 3. And he does. All the while they're squabbling. Portuguese is just away on his own. Brutus ahead of Adam now. Adam's tyres are just not where he wants them to be. As we're on the penultimate lap here, Pompano in the pits having to serve his drive-through. Just not his week at all. Can Amadi charge on Portuguese? Can he take his first race win of the season and stop Portuguese taking a third one in a row? And he's got one lap to do it. Is he going to do it? Adam getting past Brutus once again. Benja past Keyser. But Brutus holds his line inside of the penis. Good mixture of race strategies there. Look at the tyre split. As we come down to the hairpin for the penultimate time. A little deep there from Amadi. They'll put him under threat from George, who has a snap of oversteer as well. Tommy, sorry, and George is all over him. As Portuguese managed to save himself enough battery, as Amadi saved him from his battery to make an attack. Portuguese has pulled 4/10 over Amadi. Have these soft tyres lasted? Portuguese has saved it. Oh yeah, Baku. Fucking Baku. Portuguese. He saved himself a bit of a gap. Are we going to see a last minute overtake? George takes a quick look at the Mercedes. Jack takes a quick look at the Red Bull. As they follow each other around. Adam back on Brutus side by side. Just enough room left for the Ferrari. Has the inside line of 12, but Brutus will have the inside of 13. Brilliant defence from the McLaren. As we see Keyser. Oh, Keyser. You know you have to leave room there. Clown move. The Audi's coming round. Turn 17 for the final time. He's got a good second advantage. Benedict on Jax. We'll go back up and see him take the race win. 3 in a row to take the win in Miami. Amadi takes P2 and Tommy gets P3. George on Davey gets P4 with Jax just behind him. Benji. Oh, what's happened to Benedict? Oh, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. Oh my God. Benji taking P6, and I think that is P1 in the elite for Benji. Brilliant drive from the Mercedes. Brutus coming home P7, Adamako P8. Lennon P9 will end up with P2 in the elite, and Katamis will take P3 once again. Benedict in the top 10 after whatever happened to him. Keys P12, Benja 13th. Shawnee 14th, Pompano 15th. Oh, miserable week for him. What could have been there for Benedict after many spins. Ash says that was stressful. Was aiming for top 5s. I'm happy with the podium. No, congratulations, my friend. I think that's your first one in LOLR, so congratulations. As the Aldi takes the top step once again. Just find it very difficult to be beaten at the moment. Takes fastest lap as well, the extra points. He gets a triple trifecta. Lennon driver of the day, and most overtakes given to Adam, as I suspected, potentially the biggest gainer, and gets that extra point. But Portuguese takes the win with a 27.6 fastest lap to Amadi P2 and Tommy P3. Congratulations to them. George taking P4 on debut. Jack's taking P5. Unfortunate for him in that collision with Portuguese. Benji taking P6 and P1 in elite with Brutus 7th, Anamako 8th, Lennon P9 and P2 in the elite 10th for Benedict. Katamis P3 in elite. Keys at 12. Let's go all the way down so I can see all that. Barca, Theo and these Fleazy. All DNFing, as sometimes expected in Miami. Oh, what a race that was rather exciting, I do say, for a Miami race. and a dry race. Normally Miami's quite wet, so this adds a little bit of unknown entity into a general race. Next week we are once again back at Silverstone, and we're doing a reverse championship race. That'll be about 7:30 UK. Maybe if England are playing, I think it'll be postponed. But our next race, round 4, is at Silverstone Reverse. But don't go anywhere. In about 10 minutes or 15 minutes time, we'll be getting underway with the Div 2 race. And they'll be having their go at Miami. Thank you for joining. My name is Alex. This is Lights Out League Racing. Like and subscribe. Peace out.